Đây, bắt đầu đi đi cua Noel hay cua vợ ảo chứ. Đây. Trước bắt một thì chơi rất là vui nha. Có nhiều cái ảnh suy ra đẹp. Kết nhất là cái ảnh mà nhân vật chính với men với Noel nó nằm dưới gốc cây. Đấy, thầy đỡ tóc mền. Đúng không? Đúng không? Ảnh đó đẹp nhất. Nó thế cho nó vuông nha. Rồi, hôm nay chúng ta sẽ bắt hai skin đồng hành với Noel. Nhiệm vụ sẽ nhầm. Lắc đoạn nào thì anh em bỏ qua cho. Bởi vì mấy cái này clip này dài quá là biến edit lắm. Mà không phải là biến edit đâu, tại má tôi cùi edit ngồi chờ mấy tiếng đồng hồ luôn. Mà nó mấy tiếng đồng hồ thì edit con video lên 9-8 giờ 10 giờ tối rồi ai xem, đúng không? Rồi, vậy khỏi edit luôn cho nhanh. Rồi, bắt đầu hai. Hello.
A thesis on chivalry. Favonia's bladework fundamentals. So much to learn before the exam. How will I ever get through everything? Oh, honorary knight. Long time no see. Anything you need me to take care of?
Đúng, lâu rồi không gặp thiệt. Đúng không ta? Mới có tháng thôi chứ nhiều.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you. It has been quite a while since we last met, hasn't it?
Cái thế đứng này rất là
I've
đẹp,
been
không?
busy preparing for my exam. Other than for work and training, I've barely left the library. The exam is drawing nearer and nearer, but there just seems to be an endless amount of material to review.
The fuck? Đi học mà cũng đi thi ha?
Right. The Knights of Favonia's selection exam. Oh. Even though I've already worked for the Knights as a maid for some time, I still need to pass this exam to officially become a knight. It's just that I've failed several times in the past. I still don't know if I can make it this time. Study, buddy. No, that won't be necessary. This is my exam, and I'm taking it to fulfill my dream. Any obstacles I face are mine to overcome. Plus, there is still some time to go before the exam arrives. Well, you're the honorary knight of Mondstadt. It won't do for me to take up so much of your time. But on the day of the exam, if you happen to be free...
Thì cũng mẹ gì, chúng ta đi hẹn hò đi. Ê, cho nhanh nha.
Based on the night's schedule, I think it should be half a year from now.
The fuck, đúng quá con. Còn nữa nè.
But it's just half a year. Don't you think that's quite soon? Even though there is still some time, if I don't make good use of it, it will disappear. I've planned my schedule carefully. If I sleep 2 hours less each day and finish my work 1 hour earlier, then as long as I spend all the time I save studying, I should just about be able to finish these books. Well, there's always coffee if I feel sleepy, and I have some candy on hand just in case I ever feel low on energy.
Uống một ly cà phê. Rồi, uống cà phê nhiều không tốt đâu.
No, it won't. I've made sure to allocate time for training, too. After all, combat is also assessed as part of the examination. Did I get too worked up all of a sudden? My vision seems a bit blurry. No, I still have training tomorrow. I must freshen up. I apologize for letting you see me in such bad shape. I'm okay now. But every time I think of the exam, I get so nervous. Only studying or training helps to relieve it a little. But in the end, I keep finding new ways in which I'm not prepared. And that makes me even more nervous.
Này đi.
You mean a change of location?
Hai đứa trốn đi chơi.
Yes, staying in the Knight's headquarters and in the library all the time does tend to make me feel as if I always have to be studying. But where else could I go? The Cat's Tail? Or the Angel's Share? Or perhaps somewhere away from the city? Starsnatch Cliff or Windrise? I could even make some muffins, grab some napkins, and make a picnic out of it. But would that just waste too much time?
Kiếm chỗ nào vắng vắng á, hai đứa ăn uống với nhau vui đúng không? Cắm trại đồ. Đừng có nghĩ đầu những ý tưởng điên đó trong đầu.
To Liyue? Oh, I couldn't possibly justify that.
What the fuck
In the time it would take to get to Liyue and back, I could have finished several of my books.
Thiệt chán anh men quá.
You really think I shouldn't limit myself to Mondstadt? Maybe you're right. Mondstadt is symbolized by the wind, but my vision is a geo one. Maybe visiting the nation built by the Geo Archon could help me learn something new. Very well then. If it's just a quick visit.
The fuck? Sao anh men lại đi rủ đi Liyue? Rủ quán rượu đi nghèo, hai đứa ngồi tâm sự nhập bổng nhau đúng không? Tối nói đi kiếm chỗ nào nghỉ. Đi nghe. Chết. Này nghe không cái khiếu gì hết rồi. Tôi chọn chỗ nào gần hơn. Thế mới gọi tình tê mà không? Cột bộ khoảng 4 km. Cái này mẹ cho rồi. Tôi ghét Liyue luôn, qua thay map này lắm chứ. Đây, hướng màn hình xuống chút cho nó đừng lắc.
I can't believe I've really come all the way to Liyue. Wow, the architecture here is so unique, and there are so many people around. But somehow, I feel like I'm constantly being watched.
Thì tôi đang nhìn nè, trời ơi, what the fuck? Ah!
No, please don't make fun of me. You shouldn't make jokes like that in public. People may hear you and get the wrong idea. Huh. How strange. Back in Mondstadt, I never feel shy around strangers. But over here, I feel so tense. It's probably because I'm in a completely different environment. I don't know how I should act to make sure I don't make a fool of myself. And speaking of, I heard that it's customary to eat with chopsticks in Liyue. Back in Mondstadt, I have previously provided chopsticks to visitors from Liyue, but I've never used them myself. Oh, I hope I won't become a laughingstock.
Thôi có thể về bạn dùng đũa. Không cần thức ăn dùng đũa. Dùng đũa mới giống người châu Á phải không? Đúng không?
Hả?
Phải dạy dùng đũa mới đúng.
I was just thinking aloud. Don't worry
Đi cái
about
tay
it.
về mà không dạy.
My time here in Liyue
ơi,
is precious. I should make good use of it to study.
Lấy là phải dạy trước mới lấy đúng không? Đấy, rồi. Lễ nghi, viết lễ nghi trước. Tìm hiểu văn hóa địa phương.
True. If I offended the locals by not knowing their customs, I wouldn't have the
Con gái
chance
là
to
phải
learn
biết tinh
from
tế.
them. Then, okay. Let's start by learning about the local cuisine. Do you have any suggestions? Okay.
Đường là best
If it comes
quán
recommended
ăn
by
của
you,
Liyue.
I'm excited to find out what kind of food it
Chơi
is.
game đấy tôi thuộc lòng map luôn. Lộn thiệt. Thuộc lòng địa danh chứ không phải thuộc lòng map. Map thì cũng chưa thuộc lòng lắm. Ví dụ mấy chỗ mà thu thập nguyên liệu á.
Cheap and tasty chop suey.
Đi tới đây tự
If
nhiên
it
lắc
isn't
trời
the
thiệt sợ
traveler,
thiệt.
what would you like to order today? One Min restaurant will cook it just how you like it. Oh, is this a new customer you brought with you? Based on Madam's attire, it would appear that even a knight of Favonius will travel all the way to Liyue just to try One Min restaurant's cooking.
Knight of Favonius? Oh, I'm not...
Nhưng mà tao là
I'm just
chiến
joking,
sĩ
of
mà.
course. You must be in Liyue on official business. But anyway, while you're here in Liyue, I can confidently say that you won't regret stopping by One Min Restaurant to try our tasty dishes.
Cà ri đi.
That's not what I meant.
Không có gà quay cũng được.
Not what you meant?
Tôi
Oh,
sẽ hai tay hai
I
em.
see. I suppose you must be looking for Liyue
Ở
Pavilion.
trong game thôi nha.
Senior
Chứ
kiosk.
ngoài đời hai tay hai em là chúng
Most first-time visitors have only heard of these two
chém ông cái
places.
đến chịu ạ.
I just didn't expect the Knights of
chém ông
Favonius
đi.
to be the same way.
Không được đâu.
What I meant was, I am not an official
Nhiều
Knight
khi
of
cuộc sống trong game
Favonius.
thú vị hơn nhiều.
I'm just a knight in training, currently serving as a maid.
Goodness, they really distinguish between knights to that degree? Well, anyway, as long as you dine at One Min Restaurant, rest assured you will leave here a satisfied customer. Since this is your first time in Liyue, perhaps you're not used to chopsticks yet. If so, might I recommend the grilled tigerfish? Fresh, fragrant, and easy to eat. If I tone down the spice a little, it should be perfect for the Mondstadt palate. Wanna try it?
I want to learn about the Liyue diet. Adjusting the dish to accommodate what I'm used to seems to defeat the purpose of coming here.
Oh, you want to try something with more of a local flavor? Well, in that case, you've got to try our signature dish,
Cá chép tiền hấp.
black perch stew.
Anh làm thế.
The only thing is, you can't really eat it without using chopsticks, and the level of spice is not for everyone. I pour oil into a hot pan, throw in a big handful of Jueyun chilies, and stir-fry them to release the flavor. Then, I sprinkle in some powdered violet grass to enhance the spiciness.
Phew! I can already feel the spiciness just by listening to your description. Will I be able to handle it?
Khoan để tôi hỏi cha này coi có món cơm chó không.
But if I give up so soon,
Điếc,
how
sẽ
can I
kêu một
learn
cái
to
đi tiếp theo.
overcome future obstacles? It's just a harmless bit of chili pepper. I can take it. Chef Mao, I will go with your recommendation.
Bị thê chọn trên.
Great. Please have a seat. One blackback perch stew coming right up.
Đấy, đấy tôi nói rồi.
Spicy. I can't even
Ăn món
hold
cơm chó đi
my
không chịu.
chopstick steadily.
Kỳ cục quá.
Oh, I'm fine. It's certainly very spicy, but once you get over that, oh, it's quite delicious. What surprised me is how the freshness of the fish still shines through, despite how heavily seasoned the dish is. The next time I entertain guests from Liyue, I wonder if I'll be able to prepare such delicious food for them.
Có khách từ Liyue đến lượt thế. Món này tôi cảm thấy muốn ăn. À.
Really?
Đấy, cậu khen lại tôi một
Some
tiếng
lunches
kia.
for you when we get back.
Ít khỏe. Thấy chưa? Thấy chưa?
You've already finished. How do you feel? Even
Lần đầu
locals
chơi
rarely
mới
finish
gọi
the
là
dish so
cô
quickly.
gái thật sự đúng không?
Oh, it was very
Cái lần sau
good.
chơi là
Thank
cho
you,
có
Chef Mao.
thôi. Lần đầu tiên chơi
You're
mới hay.
very welcome. Seeing customers satisfied is my greatest pleasure. But I must say, I really didn't expect you to drink the soup. It's so spicy that most people here in Liyue can't even handle it.
What? The soup? We weren't supposed to drink it?
Anh lúc này theo rồi.
Yes, let's. Next time I eat in Liyue, I'll be sure to check how each dish is meant to be consumed first. Oh, that sounds like ironwork going on over there. Is it a blacksmith? From the kind of weapons made here, I should be able to learn something about the local combat style. Will you go to the blacksmith so I can take a look? Oh, great!
Để
It's
ra
almost like you're the
ăn xong
host
phải
and I'm
đi
your
kiếm chỗ nào
guest.
uống.
As
Rồi
a
ngắm
maid,
cảnh đồ.
I can't help but feel a
Lại
little
đây một
guilty.
khi là sao? Tiền hỏng bôi hẹn hò tôi rồi.
Got a lot going for it.
Đoạn này có gì lắc anh em thông cảm nha. Hãy cùi chịu thôi.
Wow! Just from looking at these weapons, I can tell they have great power. Well, this is the nation built by the Geo Archon, after all. Oh, I wonder how Favonia's blade work could be applied to these weapons, and what kind of modifications would be needed. Yes, and even though I'm just thinking through problems as I always do, I don't feel as nervous as I did when I was in Mondstadt.
Hey! You over there! What
The
are you
fuck?
doing?
Huh? What's wrong, little boy?
Who are you
Số tá
calling
rồi,
little
số
boy?
tá.
I'm a mighty warrior. I see you with your strange attire, acting all mysterious, lording around the ironmongers. Yeah, you're up to no good.
I'm not up to anything.
Huh. You can't hide it from me. I see the way you look at those weapons. Same way I look at them, too. You must be planning to sneak over and steal a couple of blades when the man's not looking, huh? Well, I'm warning you. Quit while you're ahead. Stop before you do something you'll regret. 'Cause if you get caught, that man is gonna yell at you.
Honorary Knight, please. I told you not to call me that.
What the
Knight of Favonius? Huh. Then she's no small fry after all. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here. I still don't think I can trust you unless you
Noelle
show
nó
me
không
your
thích được
great
khen
sword
lắm.
and
Thành
also
ra
your
nên
vision.
chọn những cái lựa chọn mà chung chung, tạm tạm đi. Lựa chọn khen nó bị trừ tiền nãy giờ 2 lần.
That's not true. No great sword can outshine the mighty Dugu longsword. And one day, I'm gonna get my Geovision.
Chị đọc
So,
đọc cô bảo
I'm
kim mà.
not jealous.
Quay lồ
Who
thế.
said anything about being jealous? Huh.
The cat is out of the bag. All right then, if you insist. Please be careful with them. Don't hurt yourself.
You're really gonna let me have a look? Wow, you're so nice. Wow, that glow, it really is a Geovision. And this sword is so heavy. I can't hold it. It's
Nó có
not
cầm lên
fair.
đâu.
If only I were a bit bigger.
Be
Để làm hoạt cảnh
patient, you'll
cầm
get
lên
there.
chứ.
Besides, I'm sure your dream will come true one day.
It's clear to me now. You bear a Geovision. You wield a great sword. You're a nice person from Mondstadt. You must be a fabled knight of Favonius.
Thấy chưa?
Huh?
I must accept that the knights of Favonius
bị
of
trừ tim
Mondstadt
oan.
live up to their name. But I shall not concede defeat. As surely as the hills are green and the rivers flow into the sea, our paths will cross again.
Wait, Oh, he's gone. I do hope there are no further misunderstandings today. Children in Leela have these dreams too. I never would have thought. When I was little, the other Mondstadt kids and I always used to imagine what kinds of visions we would have when we grew up. I hope that someday this boy's dreams will come true too. Anyway, what's next?
Có bạn khác
Should we
nè.
visit Leela's harbor or take a short break?
Chết được rồi. Cốc xem em.
Yes. If we plan to explore further, let's take a short break first.
Ngu gì mà không chọn. Trời ơi. Cốc xem em liền. Buổi tối gì? Tôi mà có cam tôi cho mấy ông xem cái mặt cái biểu cảm tôi thì thấy được cái dòng chat đó. Giờ cái dòng chữ đó. Cốc xem em. Game lò mày đi trước chỗ này hay bị lắc ta. Cái gì?
Oh, you must be from Mondstadt. Looking at your outfit, you don't seem to be an ordinary civilian. In which case, surely you must be an illustrious knight of Favonius. Pardon my directness. My name is Iron Tongue Thiện, and I was hoping
Tái
that
tanh
you could
minh
help
sắc.
me out.
Trời ơi, phải lột
Oh,
tên.
hold on. I'm really sorry. I am not yet an official knight, but just a maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Maid of the
Tức
Knights?
là hầu gái
A
của đội
maid
kỵ
knight.
phong, nhưng là
Oh,
tôi là
now that is
thành viên của
genuinely
đội kỵ sĩ
intriguing.
phong. Vậy đó,
Miss,
vậy
if
Noelle
you're willing to
là
help
hầu
me
gái
out,
của tôi.
I have every confidence that you will provide me with infinitely more source material than any other knight could. As you can see, I have been a local storyteller here for a long time, and, well, my audience is starting to tire of hearing the same old stories over and over again. When I saw this young lady show up just now, I was quite awestruck by her, so much so that I was suddenly inspired by the idea of writing a new book, A Knight's Journey Through Liyue. However, inspiration is just the start. I still need some material to work with. Even the most ingenious storytellers don't just come up with stories out of thin air. I do occasionally hear anecdotes about the Knights of Favonius doing the rounds here in Liyue, but they're mostly unreliable rumors, with everyone telling a different story. Far better to find an actual knight and see for myself.
But I am still not a knight yet.
Don't worry about all that. As the saying goes, the story should be inspired by life, but larger than life. As the storyteller, I can change a detail or two here and add some dramatic effect there, you know.
Honorary knight, I'm a little conflicted. What should I do? Although I should always lend a hand to anyone in need, it would be dishonest for me to pretend to be a real knight.
You understand me. Miss, rest assured that I will not put you in a difficult spot. All I'm asking you to do is to come with me to the countryside and show me some of your blade work. Let me see something new. I'll fill in all the other details, all within reason, of course.
Well, okay then, if it's just providing some initial source material.
Tao quýnh mấy con thì đi chui rồi. Tiếc là con Noelle tôi ở ạc này không có bôi được, tại vì nó
I
không có
heard
cung lệnh đủ
earlier
để
from
bôi.
the Millilith that some hilly churls have
không,
been
cũng nhét vô
wreaking
vô
havoc in the countryside. Ooh, let's head over there.
Nhiều khóa quá. Này nhà. Nào đang chém vui mà.
This looks to be the place. But it seems our timing is off. The hilly churls are nowhere to be seen.
Oh, if the hilly churls are not around, does that mean you can't get any source material?
Not necessarily. Look at all the things they left here. Miss, why don't you use your great sword to clean the place up?
Cleaning up? Well, that shouldn't be too difficult. But the hilly churls could return at any moment. Mr. Tian, please find a safe location from which to observe.
Okay. The knight's meticulous mind attended to each and every detail of her duty with the utmost care and attention. This is good. I can work with this very knightly.
Oh, you're taking notes already?
Gì nữa má?
Cleaning up a camp.
Ồ, để sử dụng
Yes,
Noelle
I
nè.
do this kind of thing all the time. So it should be okay to include in your book.
Âu, đừng có kiếm tiền bông á. Ôi trời, chẹt cháy chết. Để kiếm tiền phong. Đại bộ tấm thất nữa.
Wonderful. I'll call this one the Indomitable Sword of Favonius.
Làm game khó không?
Oh no! The hilly churls are back! Mr. Tian, please, be careful!
Come on, bitch. Em bị chém thiện kiến. Gì có 5 con hả?
Sensational. I will call that one the impregnable shield of chivalry. Yes, it's coming to me now. With the prescience of a prophet, the knight foresaw the precise moment of the hilly churl's return, and promptly warned the commoners to take cover. Now she stood alone, as she drew her sword and strode forward to confront the enemy. Oh, this is all great material. It's just a pity that the only enemies are these hilly churls. It needs a little more oomph. I've got it. Would the two of you be able to give me some kind of mementos?
Mementos?
That's right, mementos. Though the story is a work of fiction, the more real it feels, the more engaging it will be. Some sort of battle trophy to display before the
Nãy
audience
giờ
will
đang viết
really seal the deal.
Okay.
Noelle à? Phải viết gì cho
So
tôi?
something like a hilly churl mask or an arrowhead?
If it's all the same to you,
Thử thách phũ phàng.
I was thinking more along the lines of, well, maybe a component from that ruin god.
Còn mấy đi quýnh thu gì tích à?
Yes, you've got it. You really understand where I'm coming from. I've heard that there's a very common component in ruin guards called the, chaos device? I should write down my new ideas before I forget them. Just hand the chaos device to me once you've managed to obtain it.
Rồi, chai miệng sắt. Ồ, trống trúc phong độ chiếu chai 4.000 cái luôn. Đồ.
Oh, such mighty power, so battered and bruised.
Là không bắt mình đi thật.
I just need to embellish it a little further and this will be perfect.
Embellish it? Even further? Well, as long as I have been able to help you with your creative process.
Of course you have. Okay, I know where I'm going with this story now. I need to get back and start writing. Oh, and if the two of you have any free time later, stop by Third Round Knockout and you can hear me tell my new story.
Oh, I wonder how Mr. Tian's story will turn out in the end. For some reason, I have a bad feeling about it. Why don't we go back to Lioa Harbor and listen for ourselves?
Thế chả lẽ ba cốc xe mèo không phải đi uống rượu rồi đi ngủ rồi là đi viết chuyện. Chết được rồi. Rồi lại lắc nữa rồi, thiệt chán ghê.
With a roar like thunder, iron clashed with iron. Then, 4 gigantic fists came pounding into the ground with a force beyond what could be put into words. So colossal was their weight, and so earth-shattering their impact. Such unthinkable power could easily cleave a stone peak right off the top of a mountain. Any ordinary human would either be torn to pieces in an instant, or at the very least, suffer indescribable injuries. But not so the knight from beyond the border. She did not flinch in the face of the flying iron fists, but sank instead into a low, fighting stance. And with one swift sweep of her sword, the clash of metal erupted once more as dust billowed all around. Moments later, there was a deep and dull thud as the dust dispersed to reveal 2 pairs of iron claws lying lifeless on the ground. Such is the awesome power of the impregnable shield of chivalry, an esoteric martial technique practiced exclusively by the Knights of Mondstadt. The knight barely had time to catch her breath before a dark shadow leaped up before her into the sky, blotting out the sun and turning day into night. It was a ruin hunter. But she was no ordinary knight, and in her heart she declared, "I have nothing to fear." With an almighty battle cry, she unleashed the indomitable sword of Favonius. Beams of golden light shone out in all directions. A gust of wind raced through the battlefield. Sparks flew and debris fell.
One knight against 2 ruin guards and a ruin hunter? Surely that must be an exaggeration.
I suppose these stories are supposed to be taken with a grain of salt.
Is this about me? What is he talking about? Oh no, this won't do. I must ask him to rewrite the story.
Ô, thế đứng này mới nè. Hay.
Hard to believe? Then feast your eyes on this. This is solid proof of the Maid Knight's journey to Liyue. A fragment of a ruin god's armor, cut from its carcass by a blow of her blade in the midst of her death-defying battle.
That is part of a ruin guard. A friend of a relative in the Millelith told me about these. Whoa.
It's real, all right. Look at the cuts on it. Fresh from the battlefield.
I must explain to Mr. Tien. Honesty, modesty. These are the virtues cherished by the knights.
Hey, will you look at that? That girl over there looks uncannily similar to the knight from the story.
I'd say more than just similar. She's the spitting image. Oh, should we get an autograph? Oh, it's definitely her. The legendary Maid Knight.
Huh? Oh, okay.
And so, the knight went west from Stone Gate with her sword in hand and scaled the mountains of a vast new land. A legend from the moment she set foot in Liyue. Tales of the adventures of the Maid Knight would be talked about for hundreds of generations. Stay tuned for the next chapter.
Đổ mặt nó kìa. Anh này đẹp quá. Rồi, video đến đây rồi. Cảm ơn anh em theo dõi nha. Tôi sẽ ít phút nữa cho video kế tiếp.
Try your luck betting on Jay.